first of all, hi to Byron. Hi, Byron. Hi to Cat's Fluid Art Creations. We'll wait for others to join. It is a bit last minute again, I'm afraid, so sorry about that. Thank you for joining anyway. But the reason I'm doing this again is because I had a little mishap today, and it's not the first time, if I'm honest. I was quite clumsy. I ruined the paint skin we did on the last live. So remember, I was doing a ballerina for the lovely Fiona, and my commission piece, and I created a lovely paint skin, acrylic paint skin on a mat like this. So the problem was it all looked great. We swiped it, everything was fine, and I left it to dry. And when it was semi-dry, I was trying to put a heat mat under it to help it dry up faster. However, the problem was that it was a nightmare. So it's quite big, this mat. So I put a piece of cardboard underneath it to hoist it up, and then move it to another surface, another table. And I tried to put the heat mat under it, but as I was moving the whole lot, the cardboard buckled, and the mat kind of fell on top of itself. So it kind of the paint skin sort of touched. So I was like, obviously I let out a bit of a squeal, and I was like pulling it back, but it took some of that paint skin with it. So it was still semi-wet, semi-dry, not fully dry. So obviously wet paint on wet paint, you can imagine what happened, and I ruined it. Now the entire thing isn't exactly ruined. Hi, Joyce. Um, but most of it's, about half of it's ruined, and I really need it to be one large intact piece to be able to do the dress with it, the 3D dress I'm imagining. So I can't use it. So I'm gonna have to do the whole thing again. Not to worry, these things happen, and we're not perfect, and yeah, human beings are clumsy. So I have mixed all of my paints up again, and these are my paints. I've changed some of the colours up a little bit as well. So we've got rid of the boysenberry. So I'm going to go through what the colours are today, and I'm going to redo the whole thing. Hi, Adrian. Is it Adrian? Or I'm not sure which one of you guys it is, but thank you for joining. Betty, hi, sweetheart. Lovely to see you today. I'm just redoing my paint skin, I'm afraid. Nothing too exciting, but I've mixed up all my paints again today in a bit of a hurry. I was a bit kind of like, oh God, I have to do this again. But I've learnt from the last one, so I've got a better idea which way to swipe it this time. I'm not going to do it the way I did it before and just hope for the best. So we're going to get cracking. I'm just going to go through all the paints with you now, and I'll do it very methodologically. So this one is Titanium White by Montmartre. Okay, I'll bring it up to you. I'll just check that the lighting is okay here. White light, is that better? Probably better. So we've got the Montmartre white paint. This is mixed up with my pouring medium. Now my pouring medium for all of these has been a little bit of water mixed in with the vivid enamel from ColourArte. Okay, so that is my pouring medium primarily. It's about 1/3 paint to 2/3 of the pouring medium, then a dash of water. Okay, so that's what I've done for all of them. Apart from the pigments, so pigments I had to, let me pick a pigment initially. So here we've got ColourArte's Shadow Moon. Sorry, is that too bright? It is a little bit too bright, isn't it? Sorry, don't know if that's better. So we've got ColourArte's Shadow Moon, and I mixed this pigment up with a dash of sorry, that's not it, with a dash of I forgot the wrong one, polyurethane gloss varnish, just a dash of it. I didn't put too much in, and I dispersed the pigments first, and then once they were fully dispersed, I added my pouring medium into this, which was a vivid enamel with some water, and you can see the consistency of it is relatively runny, but it's like a rope. It kind of leaves a little mound upon a mound and then disappears. Okay, so we've got the beautiful glitzy, very shimmery Shadow Moon from ColourArte, and then next to that here we have DecoArt's Extreme Sheen in Rose Quartz. Okay, so obviously the commission piece needed to be pinks and purples. That was my main kind of requirement in terms of colors. This one is DecoArt Extreme Sheen Lavender Frost. Okay, so just quickly, that was the rose quartz. Okay, it's very similar to the color that's in the bottle is the same as what's mixed up. It's not much difference. And this is, it's like silk. It's like satin. This color is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's almost edible. But I really love this color. And these two to go well really well together. And I think the ColourArte pigments really complement as well, because I needed some more darker colors, and these really bring in also the bling. I'll show you the rest of them. So the next color is ColourArte's pink lemonade. Okay, and this is a primary elements color. Both of these were primary elements colors. Can't get my words out today. And this is the vibrant pink that's come up, once I've mixed those pigments up. And again, they're all pretty much similar consistencies. Next up, we've got some blue diamond, and this is an interference pigment from ColourArte called Blinket Micro Mineral Pigment, and this is actually mixed in with some acrylic pearl paint from DecoArt as well. So I mixed the pearl acrylic paint in with this blue diamond, so it's got that hint of interference when it hits the light, so you get that blue interference in with the white. And then the next color we have is Parisian Lily. Okay, so with the dancer, Parisian dancer, ballet dancer. So here we've got this lovely color as well. It's a really kind of subtle, subdued pink. I quite like it, actually. I think it brings something new to the table. This has got a bit more glitz to it, because it's kind of almost metallic. So that's slightly different to this one. And then finally, the last color is a TLP, actually, ballet slipper mixed in with ball gown. So it's got the both of them in here. So ball gown, ballet slipper, perfect for my dancer, for my ballet dancer, my ballerina. And again, this is just such a sumptuous color. Look at that. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So we've got all of our colors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors. Okay, we didn't use boysenberry in the end. I felt it was a little bit too vibrant when I used it the last time, so we're going to do this again. Right, let's move all these out to the way, because we no longer need these. Let's crack on. So I'm just going to layer out kind of what order I'm going to do. Again, what I want to do is go from dark to light almost. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what would look good next to what. So I think this, and then this, and then this. Or should I put those other way around? That's a tricky one, isn't it? No, I think it'll be all right this way. I quite like that. Actually, we'll just mix it up a little bit, and then white on the end, the blue diamond on the end, and then all these can go elsewhere. Okay, so there's all my colors mixed up. We've got my beautiful matte here, which I've tried to clean as best as I could, and we've got the base paint as well. So we're gonna just crack on. I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys in the chat. Thank you for joining me again. I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm having to do this twice, so I didn't think anybody would join me today. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to swipe with, because that sheet, I just cannot find it for the life of me today. So I might have to use something else. Oh, I've got something here. It's all right. I found a solution. Okay, so let's do this now. So I'm going to literally just once again pour it across the base. I'm just checking what you're saying. Rose quartz is gorgeous. Yes, the rose quartz is gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. Actually, TLP have a color called rosé, which is very similar. Quite similar to that. But anyway, let's crack on with this. So again, we want as much coverage as possible. I can't believe I did that earlier. I was totally kicking myself, thinking, oh, I'm so clumsy. I could show it to you, but I'd have to lift it over here and show you how bad it actually is. That's it, because it just means I have to wait longer for this one to dry now. Try try and get as much paint on this mat as possible, and then scoop it around, and then see if I can get most of this table covered. Come on, let's get you all out. Out you get. I am not going to move this time. I've learnt my lesson. I think this time I'm going to leave it in situ and try and find somewhere else to do any further filming or any further work, because I was trying to work on a different collab video and I needed this space because the setup here is just easier. So that's kind of why I decided to move the whole painting. Moving paintings when they're wet is never a good idea, especially if you haven't got a stable surface on which you're moving it, where there was a big piece of cardboard that had a bend in the middle. So I just, yeah, you can imagine what I did. I literally just picked up the cardboard and I literally bent it in on itself. I think the whole house heard me scream, no! They were like, what's happened? It was like, it's not the end of the world, but yeah, it kind of is as well, but it's not. But yeah, I mean, maybe we'll learn something new. This time we're going to swipe it different. I don't really know how it's going to turn out. And I looked back on the live chat from last time, and somebody said, one of you guys said, swipe it from the dark to the light. And the reason I didn't do that last time, I would normally do that, was I was worried that the dark colours would completely overtake the light colours, and I didn't want it to be too dark. I'm thinking of like a really kind of beautiful lightish colour gown with more pinks and lilacs and maybe the lavender frosts, more of those colours. Then the darker boysenberry. The boysenberry was super dark, like, you know, in terms of like very strong, you know, which is why I got rid of the boysenberry this time. I've switched with a different kind of lighter purple. Lots of nice pinks and purples in here. So we're just going to quickly spread this out the best we can. I swear there's like lumps in this mat. It's just because when they posted to it, they fold it, and I hate that they fold it. I wish they would just roll it. And when they fold it, then it's like almost impossible to get that fold out afterwards. And it's a little bit raised up in the middle. It's the only thing about it. I think my other half was saying I could always put put a cloth or thick cloth over it and iron it flat. Maybe that would help it go back to its normal kind of shape, but I haven't done that yet. I haven't tried it. Oh, just picking it all up. Now I'm wondering how big does this gown need to be? Quite big, I'd say. Lots of folds needed, so maybe I'll take it right up as much as possible. And I don't know if the amount of colours I've got will. Don't know if you're seeing this. You're actually not seeing this. Most of it's off the screen. I think you're seeing this end a bit more. Yeah. Does that look kind of rectangular? I'm picking up more than I'm spreading. I don't know what I'm doing. My angle's wrong. There we go. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's take two, shall we? Yes, let's take two. Ta-da. Okay. Right, let's get started. What should we do first? Shall we do the darker colours first? Yeah. So again, the consistency is relatively runny. I'm going to again layer it in stripies. Okay. I just want to double check there's nobody else. Hi August and hi Jeanette. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining last minute. Very sweet of you. Is the pillow paint or regular acrylic pouring medium? So it's exactly the same, August. So I used the Montmartre, so it's actually tube paint, Montmartre acrylic paint in white, titanium white, with the satin, sorry, the vivid enamel. Okay, so yeah, I kept all of the paints the same pouring medium on this one. So I'm going to keep some paint back this time, because I think what I might do is try and do it slightly different to how I did it last time. So let's keep some back. Let's just add some at the top so we know we've got enough. And I am going to do what one of my viewers suggested last time, which is pulling it, kind of swiping it from this side to that side, so the darker colours over the lighter colours, and hope I don't lose the lighter colours. I suppose I could do it the other way. But yeah, I'm going to overlap more as well, I think, this time than I did last time. Let's get you right in the edges as well. This one's a bit thicker than the others, I think. It's not wanting to come out. Wow. It's not wanting to come out at all, is it? Very gooey. Come on. How'd you get? I suppose it doesn't matter if there's any white in the background as well, like if there's patches, because it's a ball gown, right? And it's kind of funky, really. It's not the traditional light tutu colour that you get. My daughters have got the tutu colour, the light pink, and the entire tutu is obviously that colour, but this gown is slightly different. That one's done. Get off my spoon. Let's pop that down over there. And then I do have a cloth here somewhere. What's next? Okay, so that we've got this lovely, I think this was the Parisian Lily. Okay, so the last one was pink lemonade. God, I fancy a lemonade now. Let's pour this over. Let's get it. Da-da-da. Fun. Just chuck it all on. For some reason, I've got less bubbles today, even though I literally just mixed these paints. I'm going to pop some over the others as well, just to kind of give it not blocks of colour, you know. So I don't really want blocks of colour per se, like last time. Last time it was kind of very blocky. And I know it wouldn't look that bad once it's folded up, the dress, but I didn't want it to look too unnatural. I'm just going to get all of this out, just chuck it on. There we go. Get off my spoon. There we go. That's the next one done. What's next? So we've got the lavender frost. Gorgeous. Gorgeousness. We've got this one. Let's chuck that on. Shall I do it this way instead? No, I'll do it this way. Okay. My daughter's staying up later today because she had a big long nap. We were out and she had a huge nap in the car, which I really didn't want, which means that she's not going to sleep all night. So she's doing some drawing in the other room, and I'll put her to bed a bit later as soon as this is done. Or Dad might if I get lucky, so he might put her to bed tonight. And again, I'm not being precious this time. I'm literally just chucking it on anyway, willy-nilly. So, oh, by the way, guys, there's a huge collab happening with loads of, I think there's 18 artists, 18 of us, celebrating Bubbles from Venom Fluid Art. Bubbles' birthday. So the big birthday bash celebrations are happening tomorrow. It's at 10 p.m. UK. It starts off with myself. I'm kicking it off. I'm very honoured to be kicking that off as well for Bubbles. And there'll be loads of people following me with amazing, amazing art. So if you want to have grab a coffee or drink and just like watch some amazing art come into being and watch all these amazing artists celebrate, join in the celebrations with us on a live chat. So you can chat to us. Here we go with the pink. You can chat to us on live chat. You can chat to any one of the artists, ask questions about what you're seeing, the techniques that they're doing. So it's going to be great. I mean, each of the videos is only about 9 minutes long, so they're not going to be very, very long. And, you know, sometimes it can be quite long, can't it, with the collabs? And I know a lot of people struggle with staying watching for that long and getting viewer fatigue, but you won't have that this time because everyone's doing short videos. So definitely worth coming along if you don't know. Stick it in your calendar. I remember last time I needed to keep some back, didn't I? Because we had this situation with little gaps from my ooh, we are running out of colours. Yikes. I wonder how this is going to be. So I wonder if it's going to be long enough. Okay, maybe I'm going to spread this one out a bit and try and use up more space. And I don't mind if you can see some of the white in the background. Let's see. Again, let's get some of this colour on the others. Especially the bits where there's some white. This would be interesting. This would be a nice old big swipe, won't it? Huge. Right, got that one sorted. What's next? Half of it's on my fingers. So, right, so what's next? The last one, okay, so luckily we've got quite a lot of this beautiful, I think it was ball gown, was it? Maybe it was ball gown, not ballet slipper, mixed in with the pearl and some of the ColourArte blue diamond as well. So I'm going to try and get it all across here and try and mix those two colours up a bit. And then let's see if I've missed any bits. And it's almost ready to swipe now. I think I am ready to swipe. I'm going to torch it a little bit because I can see some huge bubbles here and there. Let us get the torch. Where's that? One works and one doesn't. Let's find the one that works. Not that one. Just might pick that one up. So I need to put the flame up. Now we're going to torch it. So let's move this out the way. And this, pop it back in the cup. And we're going to torch it quickly. Never stay in one place too long unless you can see a really stubborn bubble. Come on, you know you want to pop. Some of these don't want to pop. Once you pop, you can't stop, can you? Come on. Wow, they really don't want to pop, some of these larger bubbles. But don't want to cook this either, so I feel like a chef. Yeah, I might need a toothpick for some of these. They're very stubborn. I've dropped something in there as well. What is that? Okay, out. Cloth. Okay, right. That's that. Okay, so I wonder if we've got a toothpick and see if we can pop some of these larger ones. There's a couple. Yep, there's some big ones here. Very quickly pop them while you wait. Ta-da. They are quite stubborn. I think because the paint is quite thick, it's holding on to its bubbles. It's not quite popping. The good thing about the other one was it's pretty much, well, almost dry now. But there weren't that many bubbles in the other one. And I don't think there are in this one, apart from the larger ones, which I must have introduced when I was putting some extra water in to get the right consistency. So there, I think that's all I can see in terms of bubbles. I don't see any larger ones now. Done. One there. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so now for the bit that is interesting. So I'm going to get a piece of plastic. Now this is actually a piece of mylar. I use this for alcohol ink. And I will clean it off and use it. I won't, I basically reuse it because obviously I want to keep it. So let me just have something to wipe it on. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So you can see I've got a piece of mylar here. Just double check if you can see. Right, let's do it, shall we? Right, I'm just going to ask you a question. I'm going to wait for an answer. Do you want me to swipe from right to left or left to right? So purple to the white or the white to the purple? Which way would you like me to swipe this dress? You're too busy talking about martini time. Okay, I might have to make this decision myself. Purple to white. Okay, August. Yippee. Okay, you win. Right, so we're going to go this way. It's not long enough. It's so frustrating when things are not long enough. I'll probably have a line in the middle because of it. It's just, I can never find, because it's quite a big... Oh, God, seriously. Right, okay, I've got two. Do you think I could do two at the same time? Am I that dexterous or not? Probably not. I might have to do one and just do two little swipes on either side and hope for the best and put the fold there. I think that's what's going to have to happen. It depends how light I want it. I want it quite light, Betty. I do. But I'm sure this will be all right. I'm going to get some stuff out of the way on this side because I probably won't be able to pull it along otherwise when things in the way. So let's move all this stuff over here. Over it. And let's do it now. It kind of does cover most of it. Maybe I'll do it there. Okay, I think that's got most of the paint, so let's go, right? Let's hope it doesn't take the entire lot with it. It's turning it all purple. This was my fear. It would all go just purple, you know? I would lose all those other colours, but, you know, let's just see what happens. I'd always swipe it backwards again. Oops, there's some bubbles sticking. Okay, so I was going off the edge there. That's pretty purple, guys. Yeah, well, it was quite a few of you wanted purple to white, so that's what we've got. Let's just see what happens now, I guess. It might lighten up a little bit. There's a lot of bubbles here, isn't there? Again, with not the right one. I always pick the wrong one, don't I? Get off. I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. You know, I don't know where those colours have gone though. I wonder if I should go the other way. Let's do this part now. I'll try and do this part so that we have, like, hopefully we have something working for us. Oh, I can see the pink coming out of this side. Oops. And with paint skins, it's never really going to be perfect anyway. You know, you're playing with creating something out of like paint, and this corner here, I just did want to cover it up a bit. Let me try that again. A bit better. So yeah, I mean, this is how it's looking currently. It does look like a pinky purple gown, that's for sure. I'm going to drag this end out a bit to give it some extra space in case. Probably can't see what I'm doing because I'm right off the screen now, and then this side here, I'll try and go, and again. There. Okay. Do you want me to stay with this, stick with this, or pull it the other way as well? Probably ruin it pulling it the other way, possibly, but let me just wipe this off. I'll come back to you now once you've heard my question. Clean this molar off. Okay, most of it's off. Do it again. Okay, the molar's kind of clean-ish. As clean as it's gonna get. Let's have a look at this. Oh, actually, it's looking nice. I quite like that. It's quite interesting. So I think you've got a clear, haven't you, on it? So see if I can turn this down and see if it's any better. Oh, can you see that? Oh, thank you, Jeanette, saying it looks lovely. I like it. I'm trying to read what that says. I think Joyce said I like it. Never truly quite perfect, but that's why we keep painting. Absolutely. Yes. I'm not sure what I was looking for, to be honest, but yeah, I was trying to avoid it all being purple, but at the same time, I think it does gradually turn pinkish in this area. I can see bits of that, what's it called? The blue sparkle. So that's kind of interesting. And it's big enough, I think, now. You know, this is quite big, this paint skin. So it should be big enough to create a gown. It is pretty, really pretty. And when I add the flowers to it, I think it really set it off. Yeah, it might lighten up, Betty. It might do. It's actually, maybe it's nicer than the last one. Anyway, I want to show you the last one. I'm probably going to have an accident now. I'm going to bring it over to you to show you. God, I'm going to do this. It's just... Yeah, I might show you parts of this. I think the problem was this piece of card was just not... Oh, okay, so yeah, it's still slightly salvageable, but part of it isn't. I'm worried I'm going to bring it over to the camera and what it's going to do is go straight into the new paint skin live. Oh, I don't know, I'm just trying to risk it. So you can see that's what happened to it. So again, you can see all the colours, but I kind of like it kind of fell on itself. So I had that situation. I'm going to take it away in case I have the same problem again. So it's not like I can't use it. I can probably still use half of it. It's just the fact that it had a little mishap. Human error. Not paint error, it was human error, totally. So that's it for now, I think. I'm going to wait for this to dry. I'm going to slip a heat mat underneath it. I have got a heat mat somewhere here. And I'm going to slip that underneath it. So hopefully it should dry up very, very quickly. Wow, that plug is very hard to take out. So this is my heat mat. I'll just show it to you. Ta-da! I'm going to stick this mat underneath it and let it sort of warm it up, because I find with acrylic skins, unless your house is quite warm, it does take a long time for it to kind of just start drying up, you know, because the reason is the moisture can't escape from anywhere apart from the top, you know, it can't escape underneath because of a silicone mat stopping it, so it just takes slightly longer to dry. But with a heat mat, it kind of speeds it up quite well. So That's the plan. So I think that's it for today. What else was I going to do today? I was going to, I'm sure there was something else. I'm doing a really exciting piece for a multimedia collaboration with Marie-Louise Art and Kim's Art Alchemy. I hope I got that right. And yeah, so they're both doing this amazing collaboration. I'm with them, and that's coming up on the 20th of this month. So do stay tuned for that as well. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please do subscribe. It helps me with my watch hours. I'm not too far off now, so hopefully I'll be meeting those very soon. And I really enjoyed doing this live with you. I'm going to check back on the live chat and see if there's anything I missed. It's really good to see you all here. It's really sweet of you to turn up, especially when I haven't really, told people last minute. So yeah, Kim's Art Alchemy. Yay, I got your name right. Hi, hun. My brain is a sieve, honestly. I forget my own channel name sometimes. Um, yeah, you said that, Kat. You're the same, honestly. I don't know. It's part of getting old, I guess. Taz, the first skin will be wonderful for small details on the dress. Yes, yeah, it will be. Yeah. So once this is dry as well, I might put them next to each other, cut the other one up a little bit to get rid of the bit that's messed up, and then decide how best to assemble this into a 3D sculpted dress, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. And I think it'll be quite interesting to see. This is quite pretty. It's very flowy, and I think it'll be good. It'll be good when it's dried up and I can actually mess about with it. One of the things about acrylic paint skins is that the best time to manipulate them into 3D objects. So you can make lamps and things out of this. So there's a technique, right, where, and I am going to try this, where you lay down, let me show you. I've been planning this for a while. I can get it out. Oh, okay, so you lay down wire like this, okay, and you tape the wire down. You pour over it, over the wire, okay, quite thick paint, you pour over it, and then you let it dry. Once it's dry, you can lift the whole paint skin off, including the wire, theoretically, and you can turn that into a lamp using the wire, to shape it. So that's one of the ideas I want to really give a go and see if I can do it. And it'll be functional art as well, so it's very pretty and functional. And I might do a swipe instead, or a bloom technique swipe, bloom swipe, or maybe even a pearl pour, and see if I can do it with that. So I think that's a really, really great idea as well for functional art, creating lamps out of paint skins and wire. Why not? You heard it here first. So yeah, I'll give that a go at some point. Yeah, August, I think it's a fab idea. It is. I just thought, why couldn't you do it? Because if you think about resin, most people do lamps out of resin and that sort of stuff, and they wait till it's not fully cured, when it's kind of still malleable, and then they make bowls and things out of it, right? I've seen loads of people do that, but why not acrylic paint skins as well? What's stopping us? Nothing really, just the imagination. So it's something else I'd love to give a go. I really want to show you the piece I'm doing for Marie and Kim, but I don't want to ruin it either. It's stunning, honestly. It's a pour I already did, that I've embellished, and I've started doing it today because I'm conscious of the fact that I've got the ColourArte. I've got a massive ColourArte collaboration coming up. I'm a ColourArte affiliate, guys. If you want to purchase from their website, please use my code. It does help me buy equipment and paints and things to help with my channel. It's the only thing I would ever spend it on. So if you do buy, I get a fractional commission out of it. It is fractional, but it does help anyway if people are ordering through my code. My code is Taslima523. It's all lowercase, so it doesn't work. Okay, so you get a certain percentage off your entire order on the ColourArte website. You can find more details in my description box below as well. Okay, that's it for now. I don't know if this was short. I'm never conscious of how long it's been. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm glad I've just managed to do this one time again. And we'll see what happens with it once it's dry. And we'll crack on with the next stage then. So thank you all for joining me. I love you lots and appreciate you lots. And thank you for supporting me on my channel. It does mean a lot to me. And I can't thank you enough. And for those of you guys who've got channels as well, feel free to post like things like your premieres and things in my live chat. I really don't mind. Okay, so if you want to post links and things, then please feel free. Okay, that's it for now. Hands off till it dries. I know, I'm leaving the room. I'm doing no more work. I'm just going to leave it in situ this time and not try and move it and do some other stuff. But yeah, I should have done that in the first place. And I didn't start using the heat mat till literally the nth hour, you know, the last minute. Because I just didn't think of it. I just forgot of the fact that I could have used the heat mat. But this time, hopefully this will dry very quickly with the heat mat. So I'll just slip that underneath. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you, everyone, and bye, and see you all very soon. Do subscribe to each other. It's lovely to see artists supporting artists and all the love growing and our channels growing together. So, bye for now.